Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode here on the Life Signatures Radio. It is episode number 1447. We are talking about motivators' lies. That's the lie that they say once you've discovered your purpose, you will never work another day in your life. What a lie. And we are breaking it down just to tell you why it is a lie. I know there is some semblance of truth in there, because work cannot toil, work cannot doing things we don't want to do, things that we hate. And purpose is something that we love, something we're passionate about, and therefore when we're working, we don't feel like we're working and all that stuff. So I'm going to just debunk this and just break it down so that we can be able to understand and have a better philosophy of purpose and work. That's what we're up to in the episodes that are coming up and even today. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
Yesterday we got started with this episode and we gave you some kind of background, and in that background I focused on motivation, the power of motivation, and the kind of audience that we normally have. That motivation is powerful. Sometimes what we say is taken hook, line and sinker by the audiences, because they have given us deference. Okay, they have given us kind of authority to inspire them. So they are believable. I mean, we are believable. They believe us easily. And whatever it is that we say, they can start running with it, hook, line, and sinker, and even repreach it and forward it and spread it and so on, without necessarily checking and testing. So there is this statement that is normally made by motivational speakers by their droves, that once you've discovered your purpose, you will never work another day in your life. That statement, I don't know where it comes from, but probably it's from the philosophy of work. Once you have found your purpose, you will never work another day in your life. Before I can explain all this and bring it to light that it is really a lie, we have to consider at least two ways that that statement can be taken. Number one, let us look at fulfillment. There is the aspect of genuine concern that people are toiling while unfulfilled. In fact, by the way, studies have been done upon studies in terms of employee engagement and the reason for working. And people, when they are asked, if you were given another job, would you take it? A very big percentage, over 70%, will say yes. Which means people are stuck doing things that they were not supposed to do in the first place, and things that they actually hate. And they are toiling, they are not having fun at it. There is the connotation of trudging, the connotation of sweating, and being totally unexcited and passionless about what they are doing. This is repeated in nearly all the continents of this world, where work and purpose are not in alignment, where work and passion are not in alignment. The only reason that people go to work for the most part, is so that they can make a living, so that they can survive. So there is no aspect of people deploying their strength, deploying their natural gifts and their natural talents to work in something that they were meant to do their purpose. It's not there. People don't go to work to do that stuff. People go to work in order to survive. In fact, it goes back. If you just moved a notch lower than work, you find school. When you find school, you ask, why are you in school? They will tell you, we are studying something that is marketable. We are doing a course that is, I think it can give us a job at the end of the day. It's easily marketable for us to get a job when we're doing this course. And therefore they look at other courses that are quote unquote not marketable, and people laugh at you. You're doing education, they laugh at you, right? They take you cheaply because you're doing education. And I learned the other day, last month, in the month of April, when we're talking about education, we learned from these educators that this course is one of the biggest courses ever. It's one of the most tasking courses. You do counseling, you do I don't know what. The coursework is just too much. A teacher can, someone who has done education can move from that course and take any other course and they'll just, flow. But we take it for granted because, quote unquote, it's not marketable, or at the end of the day, you're going to become a teacher and teachers are not necessarily being paid well. That's the story of the day. You take it back just a notch lower from school to parenting. Before a child can go into school, the parents are looking at a marketable course. They're looking at raising a child, and they ignore totally. They ignore the child's passion. They ignore the child's unique abilities. As long as those unique abilities are not connected to academics, they are absolutely ignored. Abilities about organization, abilities about administration, abilities about music, abilities about leadership, they are totally ignored because there is no bread that is going to be buttered by your skill or your whatever it is. Your talent, your capacity, your gift to sing. There's no evidence that it has been able to make a multitude of people to earn a living. So it's about earning a living. So you can see, it's a whole, what do they call it? It's a whole institutionalized culture right from before birth. By the time someone gets to work, they have been shaped and piped into this pipe, right? Into this channel. When they come out of this machine that is our culture, their philosophy for work is not the same as what God would have wanted, or as what your creator would have wanted. You find that all you're doing is to look for a job that is going to help you to pay your rent, and you've got to pay rent. I am not saying you should not pay rent. I'm not saying jobs are bad. I'm just saying our philosophy is different. That's why a motivator comes to town and says, once you've discovered your purpose, you will never work another day in your life. What a lie that is. What a lie that is. It is coming from that motivator also being channeled from the same system. Because that system teaches you that work is drudgery. Work is toil. Work is unwanted. Work is unpreferred. Right? You should know. Let me just go ahead of myself and tell you this. You should know that you are created to work. You are created to work. The purpose of humanity is to work. To work in the areas where they are supposed to work. Not to earn a living. Not ostensibly to earn a living. To work so that our work can make this world a better place, can make someone's life better, can solve a problem, can unearth something new, something valuable, can make us humanity advance and grow, go deeper. That is why we are working. Aspects of toiling, aspects of trudging, aspects of doing something that you're passionless. Take a handcart pusher, for example. Can they tell you that I was born to do this? Take a wheelbarrow pusher. Can they tell you I was born to do this? Take any hustler, quote unquote hustler, out there in trying to just, humanity. I look at us and I just feel sorry for us. I mean, we're doing things. I am not in any way looking down on these guys. These guys who are trudging along, but ask them. This is the litmus test. Ask them, were you born to do this? Ask every person. Not just the handcart pusher, not just the wheelbarrow pusher, not just the street vendor who is selling sweets on the streets. Ask a manager. Ask a CEO. Ask a preacher. Were you born to do this? Do you believe you are here to do this? I bet you, for the most part, they will tell you, I am doing this to earn a living. I am doing this to pay my bills. I am doing this because the landlord is on my neck. I am doing this so that I can be able to survive. So survival is the thing. That's what Helter Skelter is all about. Stand on any street corner and see the Helter Skelter. What is it for? It is for survival. Why is it that way? Why have we been discipled to survive, to look for survival? That's why when a motivator comes to town and says, once you've discovered your purpose, you'll never work another day in your life, we believe them. We believe them because we are already misaligned. We are toiling, we are trudging because we are looking to survive. And the opposite of surviving is in our minds. Sipping margaritas in a beach somewhere, right? Driving a cool car, living in a wonderful house. We have made it. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to continue going deeper into this, that it is a lie when someone tells you once you've discovered your purpose, you never work another day in your life. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.